Yo, what is good YouTube? Matty Dubs here, back with another video, guys, and we have some breaking news in the NBA. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, the Dallas Mavericks are making a very intriguing signing here, bringing in free agent Derrick Jones Jr., who is an absolute high flyer. The guy can change the entire momentum of a game with just one leap with the ball in his hand. So this is going to be a very interesting signing in my opinion. We're going to break down why I believe Derrick Jones Jr. is actually a perfect fit here for the Dallas Mavericks going into next season. After they had a very disappointing year, I think this move could, help lead them in the right direction for not only next year, but for years to come. I'll discuss that all in this video. However, before we jump in, do me a favor, guys, and smash that like button just so we can help this video get out to more Mavericks fans around the world. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. This is my brand new channel. My main channel, Matty Dubs, has over 57,000 subscribers, I believe, right now. This is my brand new NBA channel, so if you guys like the NBA, make sure you guys subscribe. This is the place to be for not only breaking news, highlights, and news and analysis, but for videos almost every single day during the season, draft videos, signing videos, and everything you can think of. I've got you guys covered. So make sure you guys join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we go live for a game and every time we post a video as well. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So Derrick Jones is, originally drafted, or I think he was actually undrafted free agent. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he went to Phoenix to open up his career. Played a little bit there, not too much. Then went on to Miami, where he started to find a rhythm and find some playing time over in Miami, and that's where all those underrated guys always go. Miami is the place to be. If you are an underrated guy who doesn't get much burn, go to Miami because you will break out. And that's kind of what happened for him over, from 2017 to 2020. He was actually a very solid player for them. Then he went on to Portland, where he played 58 games for them, averaging about 6.8 points. He's never averaged over 10 points a game, but he's always been a very versatile defender. He can block shots, get steals, and he can poster. He can really dunk the ball. As you can see here, the man has insane jumping ability, and that's why I think that I think he adds momentum, depth, someone who can just really change the entire dynamic of a game with just one jump in the air. He can change the crowd, the atmosphere, everything. Even if the other team's on a let's just say an 8-0 run, he comes back and throws down a hammer on someone. The entire crowd's either going to go quiet if they're on the opposing arena, or it's going to go insane. So I think he's a guy that adds depth. I think he can block shots. He can get steals. Not the best three-point shooter in the world, I'm not going to lie. So he's not going to be someone that you can rely upon to, hit the three ball at a high level. But like I said, he can impact the game in other ways. I think last season he shot about 33.8% from three. Not terrible, but definitely not good as well. You'd probably want that up to 36, 37, maybe even 38 if you wanted to be a very good shooter, if you wanted to be consistent, more reliable. But he can hit shots if you need him. Every once in a while, he'll knock down a three, so you can't leave him wide open. But he's also not a guy you can really rely on to hit a lot of threes in a game. But like I said, he can block shots. He can do a bunch of little things around the rim. So I like his ability in terms of that. And then when you look at the Dallas Mavericks depth chart here, you got Luka, you got Kyrie, you got Tim Hardaway Jr., who may or may not be traded. You bring in Seth Curry, you still have Jaden Hardy, and then you bring in Grant Williams in a trade with Boston. You bring in Rashawn Holmes in a trade with Sacramento. You got Derek Lively. You got Josh Green. But other than Josh Green and, maybe Maxi Kleber, I feel like they didn't really have any backup wings, and they needed someone who brings versatility, not only on the defensive end, but also can put the ball on the floor and maybe get to the rim and just make big-time plays. This is a guy that can do that. I think he adds depth. I think he might even come in right away and get some playing time. I mean, like I said, you have Josh Green, you have Maxi Kleber, but who else do they have that's a backup wing player that can, affect the game in multiple different ways in terms of defense and offense? I think Derrick Jones Jr. is a guy who, not the oldest player in the world, not the youngest player in the world, but I think he's still developing a little bit and can definitely reach higher, talent. I think he can get better as time goes on, and I think this is a good fit. I mean, when you look at what they've done this offseason, adding Grant Williams, a good 3-and-D wing, adding, Derrick Jones Jr., a good 3 or a good defensive wing who's very athletic, I think they've done a good job. You bring in Seth Curry, a really good shooter, add more depth off the bench in your front court, your back court. And then you still got Josh Green. You draft Olivier Maxence Prosper. Derrick Lively, Rashawn Holmes, Dwight Powell. I think this team's okay. I still think they have work to do, but I don't mind this signing at all. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.